Hey super ladies, Super Jen here with Searching for Superpower. I wanted to jump on the live today and talk about going with your guts, following your intuition. I'm going to just share this really quick and then we'll dive into that today. I am buzzing from an amazing week. Okay, it's not going to let me share. That's fine. An amazing week of Code Orange Revival. It's an amazing 10 nights of worship through Elevation Church, which is my home church, and I know a lot of yours as well. If you've never heard of it or never attended, you can go online and watch it as well. elevationchurch.online. They're live at 7 p.m. all week long, and join in on the fun. But that's neither here nor there. Today we are talking about going with your gut, following your intuition. As superwomen and as women in general, we just, I think, are gifted with this innate sense to feel. It's hard to describe, but feel inside of us when something is right or something is wrong. My hair is a little crazy looking today, y'all. It's all right. We're having fun with it. So, to go with your gut, maybe like that. There we go. Having a girl moment. Apologize. You should probably understand if you've ever done videos before. Anyway, so when we are making big decisions, I have found personally that when I go with that sort of initial feeling I have, whether it's good or bad, if I follow that, I end up where I need to be in that next step. In the times that I choose to not listen to it and to go the other direction, that's usually where I end up stumbling along my journey or end up somewhere that I didn't really expect or really want to be. So I just want to encourage you to really listen and tune into yourself. Take some time, quiet time. Again, this goes back to your self-love and self-care as well. I know you're busy. I know you've got a lot of people relying on you probably. You've got a lot of responsibilities, but it's vital that we take the time to really center ourselves and figure out who we are at our core so we can listen to our instincts and our intuition and to really help guide us into the next step and the next phase in our lives. So take the time, go for a walk by yourself. I love to go on greenways or hiking in the mountains if I can sneak away from town, walk on the beach, walk around the neighborhood if you can't get out or go away. Even just having the time, a bubble bath, sit with yourself, read anything that's going to sort of force you to pay attention to your own thoughts and not be influenced by the external and the outside world just for a little bit. If you can do that even once a week, you'll be amazed at how much you can start to listen to what you think again and not focus on the external influencers. I know from experience sitting on social media. I work a lot on social media, and so it's tempting to go through and read all of your friends and your family and everybody's opinions. You've got their highlight reel. It's easy to sit there and compare, and it's easy to sit there and develop opinions that may not actually be based on your truth. So by taking a step back and figuring out what is your core, what do you believe in personally without the external influencers, you can start to make those decisions that feel good to you again. There's no reason to look externally if you are comfortable with your internal. Now, sometimes, again, that can be easier said than done. A lot of us have to relearn how to trust our instincts. Maybe you feel like you've failed yourself before. Maybe you don't have that confidence because of a past failure or a mistake. But one past failure or one past mistake, or even a whole lot of them, is not enough that you should not trust yourself. Get to know yourself now. The past version of you is gone. You can't change that. You can learn from it. So if you made mistakes in the past that maybe you're not happy with, then learn from them, release them, because you cannot change that, and utilize that information to do better next time, or to learn. Oops, my headphones fell out. Or to learn from that mistake and to do it better the next time. Maybe you didn't listen to your gut in the past. So the next time this similar issue comes up, you'll know that maybe you should actually listen to what your body and your heart and your soul are telling you, so that you won't end up in that same circle of a broken place that you were not happy with. I'm sure you've heard it before, but they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So if you are repeating the same things from your past, maybe you've learned and trained yourself not to listen to your gut and to your instincts, and that's why you've ended up in this place or in this life that might be amazing on the outside but doesn't feel like you on the inside. Maybe you need to break that cycle. Again, take the time, sit with yourself, meditate, exercise, walking. I'm telling you, getting lost in the woods can be so therapeutic just in that. Sit in a quiet room, just close your eyes, listen to some music, whatever it is that you fully enjoy and that you can relax and tune back into what your natural sort of thought progressions are, is an amazing way to get back into that just self-guided place. Another little exercise I love to do is if you're really sort of getting stuck on this, you're like, well, because part of it is knowing who you are, your core, and maybe you don't feel like you know who that is anymore, is to think back when you were a little kid, when you were, as early as you can remember, 6, 7, 8 years old, 10, it just, whatever your memory is fairly clear. And think about what brought you joy in that time. It was probably something simple. Did you like to sing? Did you like to dance? Did you like to cook, run, color, whatever it might be? What did you just love to do? What brought you joy as a child? Before life got complicated, before you started caring about what other people thought of you, what made you really happy or really excited? Simplify. If you want to get back to who you are at the core, go back to that. If you like to color, go pull out a coloring book and sit by yourself, and that can be your quiet time. If you like to dance around and act silly, then put on some loud music and dance to your heart's content. Do whatever you need to do to feel like you again. And it may seem strange at first, but if you get used to this sort of practice, and I encourage you to do it daily if possible, but if you can't, at least weekly, have the time to fill up your tank and to get back in touch with who you are, because she's going to change. All the time we are growing, we're changing. Our views of the world based on our experiences are morphing us into different people. So I'm not the same person that I was 10 years ago. I had the same core, but I'm not the same person. I'm not the same person that I was a year ago or a month ago or even a week ago. Exactly. But the core of me and who I am on my inside is the same. I just might have a different way of showing it now. So if you can say that, then amazing. Yay, I'm so proud of you. And just continue to live in that and following your intuition, which is you. It's the inside you. It's your voice. And if you can't say that yet, try some of these daily practices. See how it can help transform the decisions that you make. It might simplify that so that they will be a lot easier. They'll feel more like you and they'll feel good when you make them. And I really think that you're going to be excited to figure out who you are again. I love you, my super ladies. I shall talk to you soon. Bye.